Yo, what is going on, AFC East? Welcome back to another edition of the AFC East Roundtable. We got myself, who is on the winning circle for the first time, but it doesn't feel like we've won. It still feels like we've lost. So congratulate me. I don't really know how I feel about it. We'll get into it. And then we got TD Finstock, who unfortunately was wrong all these times of winning the AFC East because Dan Mitchell and the Buffalo Bills have officially secured the division title.
Trash.
And then we have Tua Fish down below, and he will be giving us his disgusting challenge. And we're going to let Master at Work show there's the tuna. Master at Work is showing us it. You got orange soda and going in. What else is in there, man? Tuna, orange soda. You're going to make me puke on the stream, man. I don't know how I can smell it through there, but we are here again. We are a day early. We usually go Wednesday night, but we want to do it a day early because of the holidays. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys can, please smash that like button. If you're enjoying the AFC East Roundtable, you want us to keep doing this all throughout the season, carrying over into the off season. And again, make sure you subscribe to every single one of our channels. It's down below in the description. So, Master at Work, you want to take it away or what? All right. No, he's
I feel like he's still making the concoction right now. I feel like we need to give him a little bit of time.
All right, we'll give him time.
While he's
we'll give him time. We'll give him time. So this week was a very interesting week for the AFC East. As you guys know, the New York Jets have won a game, and I was live. Yeah. Whoa. Let's go Jets. We're on the winner's circle. We won a game. And let me just thank everybody because I'm assuming a lot of people in the stream were on my live stream during the Jets-Rams game, and that stream exploded. We capped out at 1,500 people at one time, and we had around 22,000 total people, and that stream exploded. There was a lot of Bills, Dolphins, and Patriots fans in there. So, again, thank you guys so much for tuning in to Jets Media live streams. It means a lot to me. You guys tune in. Not because of the Jets, because of me, and I understand that, and it means the world to me. So, again, thank you guys so much for helping out the channel as we are still waiting for Master at Work to blend up his crazy concoction. But while we wait for that, let's hear from TD Finstock and give you your little analysis of the Bills game last week against the Patriots.
Bills versus the Patriots.
Oh, excuse me, Dolphins.
It's all right. I don't know why we mentioning them bum Bills, but we'll get to them.
Yeah.
But anywho, man, listen. At the end of the day, Richie and Dan, I'm not even talking to Tua Fish down here. At the end of the day, we tried to tell y'all that in the first and the second week, you were literally playing a beat up defense. Okay, you were literally playing a beat up defense. And now we come in and we hold the Patriots to 12 points in the game. We dominate them. This guy over here who's blending up orange soda and tuna right now because he's going to have to chug it kept saying, oh, Tua's this, Tua's not that, Tua's nothing. But Tua stuck it to Bill Belichick's defense in the second half, made him pay dearly, man. Literally marching down the field without hesitation, without resistance, balling on them. And we scored 0 points at halftime, y'all, and ended the game over 20 points. Tua got the job done over the Patriots. Bill Belichick's sorry defense going forward. The Patriots are who we said they would be. They were frauds. They are no more. Their dynasty is over. We ended that with the Miami Miracle, but the dynasty is officially over. And now Tua Fish down here has to chug orange soda and tuna because of it, because he opened his mouth too loud thinking he knows football. But guess what? How does that tuna orange taste?
Oh, man. I'm literally getting nauseous. Thinking about this concoction that he has to do, but wow. Congrats to the Dolphins for taking care of business and defeating the Patriots. I actually caught myself rooting for the Patriots, which I never thought in a million years I would be doing. And that's just because I wanted the Patriots to be in the conversation in Week 17 so the Jets can get that first pick. But here we are, and the Jets won a game, so that's completely out of the window. So who would have thought, right? So, Dan, I want to give you your own banner. Congratulations to Bills Mafia and Dan Mitchell on winning the AFC East. You are the crown of the AFC East Roundtable this year. Next year will be different.
For sure.
Because the Jets are winning next year, just so you know. But Dan, I want to congratulate you. And I want to say I'm very appreciative of your humbleness throughout this entire AFC East Roundtable. The Bills have been the best team in the division from the get-go, and you stayed humble, and you deserve it. Screw the Bills. Screw the Bills. But I respect Dan Mitchell.
Okay.
And I want to congratulate you. So the floor is yours.
Yeah, man. Well, thank you. I definitely appreciate that. Like, as Josh Allen was quoted the second that we won the AFC East, he said, you know what? These shirts are fine and dandy, but I want these shirts to say Super Bowl motherfucking champions. And you know what? I am exactly 110% down with my quarterback saying that. Listen, if there was any year that I think the Bills need to win it all, it is this year. It is absolutely this year. Now, there's several conversations being like, the Buffalo Bills, will they be able to beat the Chiefs in the playoffs? And when you look at point differential, and if you look at just the way that the offense has been moving, the way that the defense has been playing, the Bills are the best team in football right now. Right now. Maybe not in general, but the way that they have been playing, the Buffalo Bills have been playing the best football in the entire league. So here is my mindset moving into it, right? It's all about seeding. It is all about seeding. I need us to secure that second seed, and we have an opportunity of doing so as long as we take care of business against the New England Patriots coming up on Monday night. If we beat the Patriots, then we secure the second seed and we move into it. My fear is this, by alone, this is the fact that we end up losing a couple of games and we end up getting to the fourth seed. While I think we can beat any team this first round in the playoffs, my insecurity is the fact that we are going to get the fourth seed, meaning that if we get the fourth seed, the next game we play is the Kansas City Chiefs during the divisional round. So right now the Buffalo Bills need to be focusing on finishing out the season, completely finishing out 13-3, taking care of business right against the Patriots and right against the Dolphins, securing that second seed, and being able to play that 7 seed going into the first week of the playoffs by itself. I am nervous about the Ravens. I'm not going to lie. I think the Ravens will be the 7 seed. I don't want to play them. I would much rather play the Browns or the Colts. I would much rather play the Dolphins, say that they do end up making the playoffs this year. I'm scared of the Ravens, but I'm hoping that we can go on ahead and secure that second seed and avoid the fourth seed, because I don't want to see the Chiefs in the divisional round. I would much rather see them right in the AFC Championship.
Yeah, man, that's a big dilemma you're in.
Okay, man. Listen, can I say what I got to say now?
Of course, Master.
Before I drink this two fish smoothie. First of all, TD, you will be paying up on that bet, so I don't want to hear nothing from you. Okay, you are a bet vulture until you pay that bet to Dan. I'm speaking. I'm a man of my word. I said I was going to do this bet, and I'm about to do it. First of all, I want to say congratulations to Dan Mitchell, the division champion. I don't know if y'all discussed that or not. I think everyone in here, especially UTD, needs to go ahead and congratulate Dan and the Buffalo Bills for their first division championship since 1995. That's a huge accomplishment because we all know the only team that's been winning division titles in this AFC East thing. So everyone give a round of applause to Dan and the Buffalo Bills for winning the division.
Congrats to Dan, not to the Bills. Congrats to Dan.
We waiting.
When Richie gives me my opportunity to tell him congratulations, I will. You just keep going. I'm waiting on this talk.
Okay. Well, with that being said, Dolphins fans, congratulations. You beat us. Congratulations. Now,
so gross.
That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to dog your team. I'm not going to dog your team. But you beat us. That's all I'm going to say. So I'm going to let y'all speak while I drink this.
Chug. Oh my!
This is only at the AFC East Roundtable where you see somebody chug a tuna fish orange soda. Oh, Tyson, don't throw up. Don't throw up on the AFC East Roundtable.
Oh man, he's not done.
Oh
He's
my
not done.
god. Oh my god. Holy shit. Holy shit.
I'm queasy.
And so this needs to go on the Instagram story. Hold up.
Gosh.
Hold up. This needs to go on the Insta story. Hold up. Yo, my guy, tuna fish, orange soda smoothie, staying up the bet like he needs to. Only on the AFC East Roundtable. Only on the AFC East Roundtable. My God.
I actually feel nauseous.
Listen, I'm not drinking this entire shit, bro. Unless y'all want to
Bro,
see me
you
puke on
good.
camera.
I promise you good, man.
If you keep
my
going,
God.
I'm gonna puke
Let me
on
just say
camera.
this, bro.
Go on. You did the best.
That is the most disgusting thing I've ever tasted in my life.
Respect to you, Master at Work, for being a man to your word, because not a lot of people do bets like that.
I chugged like a lot of it too. My stomach hurts.
If you need to be excused to go to the bathroom to let that go, you're totally okay. We got another congratulations from V-Man. Congrats, Bills fans. Now go win your first playoff game since the Clinton administration, coming from a Jets fan whose team last Super Bowl is older than the Beatles rooftop concert in the first episode of Scooby. So congrats from V-Man. V-Man, appreciate the donation, my man.
Before this stream is over, I'm going to drink another gulp. You know what I mean? Because a bet is a bet. But I want to talk about the game real quick. Then y'all can say what y'all want to say. First, I want to say like I said, our season's over with. The Patriots will not make the playoffs for the first time since 2008. That's 14 years. I'm very disappointed in this season. The only thing that gives me solace is that Cam Newton will no longer be the quarterback for this team. And hopefully, I'm glad we played the Bills so they can beat us. But just my thoughts on the game, I just always had it in the back of my mind we were going to lose this game, just based on the fact that we have the worst rush defense in the league. And Tua didn't have to do nothing in this game. You know what I'm saying? They just had to hand the ball off. They beat us the same way the Bills beat us, just running it all up and down our defensive line. Cam Newton was horrible, obviously. Tua is Tua. I mean, he didn't do nothing special. He threw a pick. Doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, a W is a W. A W is a W. But I just want to let y'all know, and I'm going to let everyone else, y'all can say what y'all want to say. The Dolphins are not a playoff team. If y'all think that performance is a playoff performance against one of the worst teams in the division, against the worst Patriots team in the past 20 years, if y'all think that was a playoff performance, then we'll see what y'all do against the Raiders and against the Bills. Because like I said, y'all have to win both of those games to get in and hope that the Ravens don't drop one. So that's all I got to say. Congratulations, Dolphins fans, but I'm going to tell you what I tell everyone else. It don't mean a damn thing if you ain't got that ring. So for Dan Mitchell and TD, you will be joining us soon. You will be joining us very soon, because at the end of the day, your little wins in the regular season don't mean anything. Don't mean a damn thing. So yeah, we're out of the playoffs. You can laugh at us. For the first time in 20 years, we're finally getting the brunt of the you know,
you're a loser, Master.
The bashing. But at the end of the day, I want to say congratulations to the Miami Dolphins franchise for finally being in position the last 3 weeks to make the playoffs. And that's pretty much all I got to say, man.
Well said, Master at Work. Well said. So the biggest topic from this week, I think it's a little more profound than the Bills winning the AFC East, is probably the Jets winning a game and defeating the Los Angeles Rams to sacrifice the first pick.
Yeah, you fucked up, bro.
So
they still might get it. They still might get it.
Yes, let me just say that there's still a chance that we still might get it. Gardner Minshew has to play his heart out for us and beat the Chicago Bears. And I said this, maybe the Jets avoided an even more heartbreak, because I was really scared of week 17 against the Patriots, because knowing Bill Belichick, they'll throw the game, especially if they're out of the playoffs, which they are. So I'd rather it happen this time than against the Patriots, but it's still not over. There's still 2 weeks to go. But right now, the Jets have the second pick. And all you guys congratulating me for the Jets win. I know you guys are just happy the Jets won because you don't want Trevor Lawrence in the division, whether you admit it or not. You're very happy the Jets won. You're not happy for me. You're happy because Trevor Lawrence will not be in your division. And it was a very difficult time. It's a very, very difficult time to be a Jets fan because it just sucks that I can't be excited over a victory. I never thought about this would be possible. And I'm watching my squad out there play a full 4 quarters of good football, mistake-free football. And I saw my players passionate, wanting to win. And the defense, the offense, the quarterback, everything about that game was fun. And the Jets look good. It's very rare, right? The Jets were on the path to be the worst team in NFL history, and the players did not want that to happen. Marcus May is a dog. He had a game-saving play on that 4th down. Mekhi Becton bullied Aaron Donald. So, Mekhi Becton, you deserve the keys to the kingdom because you just humbled the best player on the defense of this generation. So, Mekhi Becton, thank you for that. And Quinton Williams, happy birthday to you. When you played, you had a sack. So, our young guns showed up yesterday. Oh, no, not yesterday. 2 days ago. And I'm just happy for the players. I'm happy that the Jets players can not be that part of history. But at the same time, I'm upset for the fans, including myself, that we're missing out on the first pick. And it's just a crazy time to be a Jets fan because there's a lot of Jets fans that are like commenting on Jets players, like cursing them out, like, why would you win a game? What the hell? And like they're so lost in the whole Trevor Lawrence situation. And for those of you guys that have been watching this AFC East Roundtable from the beginning, I never said that Trevor Lawrence is going to be a Jet. I was hoping he would be. I never fell in love with him to the point where I'm going to sleep watching his highlights and never was watching him live saying that's my future quarterback because I knew that the Jets had a chance to win a ball game, and I had a feeling that Sam Darnold and the Jets were going to win a game. And I had it feeling, and I'm correct. And here we are today. The Jets stood on the first pick. I was avoiding a major disappointment, and I'm happy I did that because, say, 6 weeks ago, I was on the other side of the Jets fan where I was just watching Trevor Lawrence highlights, being obsessed with him and saying, this is our guy. I already buy a Lawrence jersey. And then this happens, I'd be way more depressed. So I'm way more level-headed than most Jets fans, but it's okay because – I don't know. It's not okay at the same time. It's so insane that this is happening and we missed out on this prospect as of now. So let's go around the table and let me hear your guys' thoughts of the Jets finally winning a ball game.
I want to go first.
I was about to say, starting with you, Master.
So if anybody recalls a couple of weeks ago when the Jets lost that to the Raiders when Greg Williams got fired, I remember I told a lot of Jets fans, I said, karma's going to come back. I don't know when it's going to come back, even if you get Trevor Lawrence. The football gods don't like that. And it happened to the Colts when they sucked for luck. And yeah, they had a great years with Andrew Luck, but he ended up retiring in the preseason. The Jets made a huge mistake. What they should have done was they tried to save face with Greg Williams. They tried to make it look like they weren't outright tanking on purpose, so they fired Greg Williams. What they should have done was fired Adam Gase and put Greg Williams as their interim coach, and you wouldn't be in this position because I promise you, if Greg Williams was the coach for the remainder of the season, there's no way you beat the Rams. No way. No way in hell. And this, honestly, Richie, I feel kind of bad because I've been I've been obsessed with the Jets this entire week, looking at blogs, looking at posts, looking at Twitter. And I think the Jets fans actually deserve to have some hope. You never know, man. The Jaguars can mess around and Trubisky can turn back into Trubisky, and you guys can get that number 1 pick back. And I think the fact that you beat the Rams, period, I think the Jets deserve the number 1 pick based off the fact that they tried to win that football game. I think if the football gods, they cursed you because of that Raiders game, I think the football guards are for somehow going to look on the Jets kindly at what they did. And I think the Jaguars are going to lose against the Bears, and the Jets are going to get that number 1 pick back. And I think deservedly so. I think the Jets deserve to get Trevor Lawrence. I think the fans deserve hope. Now, do I want that to happen? Hell no. But at the end of the day, the football gods always always come back with karma. And if karma is real, then the Jets are going to get that number 1 pick. So that's just my thoughts on it.
And master at work. I mean, thank you for giving me a little sense of optimism.
And by the way, I watch a lot of Jets YouTubers, and I'm just gonna say this: Richie is the only Jet fan, the most realistic Jet fan who isn't actively rooting against his football team. And I gotta commend him for that. Even after they won that game, I was like, oh, Richie's probably about to celebrate. But no, he doesn't root against his football team to lose. I've never seen Richie do that. And that's a real Jet fan. That's a real Jet fan. All the other Jets fans are rooting for them to lose. There's one thing to root against your team to lose, but to get physically upset about it because you want them to go 0. Who wants to go 0-16? Like, I don't understand it. Like, that's going to be on your resume forever. So, like I said, I think the Jets are going to get the number 1 pick. You're going to go 1-15, get the number 1 pick, because I'm telling you right now, the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to win that football game against the Bears.
Master at work, I appreciate all your kind words, because I did try to take a different perspective of this whole Trevor Lawrence situation. And if you guys watch my reaction to the game, I said exactly what Master said. You know, there's people out there, Jets fans, that don't understand players going out there to win a football game. You get paid to do one job when you're a football player or you're a football coach. You win a game, no matter the circumstances. And it doesn't make sense. Like, Jets fans have every right to be upset of us winning a game, but you can't blame the coaches. That's what doesn't make sense to me. You can't blame the players.
You can't blame the play. You can't blame. Listen,
Exactly.
I was on Twitter. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're
but I
welcome,
was
man.
I was looking all these tweets from Jets players that were actually really happy. Listen, why the hell would the Jets players lose on purpose? If do you think they want 0-16 on their resume? They're
Exactly.
fighting for a job. They're fighting to put food on their families' tables. They're not fighting. They're not going to be there when Trevor Lawrence is there. Why the hell would they give a damn about why would they want to lose on purpose? Because of the fan base? How can you get mad as a fan base at players that, by the way, the Jets don't have the most talented players, but they have players like Franco who has pride. Do you think he wants to end his career 0-16?
Exactly.
Like, I don't understand the logic, but like attack the organization. Don't attack Adam Gase. Don't attack the players.
Exactly. And another thing that you guys are not aware of, probably, that drove me crazy, is Mekhi Becton's mother is active on Twitter, and she's part of Jets Twitter. She's always tweeting during the games. And what is she tweeting about every week? Winning. Because she's rooting for her son. Every week when there's a touchdown, let's go Jets. And then you look at the comments of that tweet of Mama Becton. No, Miss Becton, we need to lose. No, Becton. No, Miss Becton, your son's awesome, but we need to lose. And then she keeps going at these guys like, please do not comment on my tweets that my son needs to lose a game. Like, I'm rooting for my son to win a football game here. Like, get away. And it just drives me crazy. Like, please do not comment on Mekhi Becton's mother rooting for her son. Like, do you not understand what you sound like? And it just drives me crazy that Jets fans are actually doing that, and it's so disrespectful. But it's the world we live in, man. It is. And Master at Work, again, I appreciate the kind words. I really do. So, Dan, what was your reaction to the Jets win? And, yeah, just go off on what happened with the Jets.
Dude, honestly, at this point, and I know that you and I had this conversation right before we ended up going live, but I mean, say for example that the whole like Lawrence sweepstakes is out the window, you guys need to stick with Darnold. Like, you need to stick with Darnold. Like, that's like the 110% truth, in my opinion. Objectively speaking, I really think that you guys need to work on your draft picks of getting him not only more offensive line help, but also more offensive weapons going into it. If Lawrence is out of the picture, don't worry about Fields. Don't worry about the quarterback from BYU. Don't worry about any other quarterback prospect going in. Stick with Darnold and see what he can do with weapons. Make moves in free agency. Do what you can. I would not move away from Darnold if Lawrence is outside of the picture. I was not expecting you guys to beat the Rams whatsoever. Like, I would say that the Rams are probably the most inconsistent team in football. One week they come out and they're absolutely lights out, and then the next week they're absolute trash. So while it was surprising seeing you guys win that game, I feel like you not getting Lawrence is not necessarily the end of the world. It's not necessarily the end of the world, but I think that your goals moving forward should be to stick with Darnold. And that's me.
Yeah, Dan, I'm right there with you, to be honest. And Jets fans are in the minor. There's obviously Jets fans are divided right now. Most Jets fans want to move on from Sam Darnold. That's because he played like absolute crap all year. And I don't blame them for wanting to move on from Sam. I understand that. But I'm on the side that Dan just said. I feel like if we do not get Trevor Lawrence, we should keep with Sam because I still have faith in him to be a good quarterback with the proper system and coaches and everything around him. And that's where I stand on it. I really think that he has the potential. I feel like Sam Darnold has the physical talent to be great in the NFL. What he's lacking right now is his mental game. He doesn't have the confidence. He doesn't understand the system. He doesn't have the coaching, and he doesn't have anything in order to be successful in the NFL right now. And every time I watch Sam Darnold out there, if you look at his stats against the Rams, they're not going to blow you away. He had 210 passing yards, 1 touchdown. That's not a quarterback where you're like, whoa, that's going to be a future elite quarterback. No, but what Sam showed is a guy that is determined to save his job. He said 2 weeks ago, I want to be the franchise quarterback. I want to be a Jet for the rest of my life. He wants to be here, and he understands that he's playing for his job right now. If he keeps playing like crap, the Jets are going to move on from him. So it's kind of like a trial period for Sam. So I'm right there with you, Dan. If we miss out on Lawrence, we get that second pick. I either trade it back for a king's ransom or you take that crazy tackle out of Oregon, and then you have Mekhi Becton and Sewell as the best offensive tackle duo in probably NFL history, potentially, because that's how good the tackle is and that's how good Mekhi Becton's playing. So I'm right there with you, Dan. I don't think Justin.
So I'm actually curious to hear as well, like what the chat thinks. Right. All right. So like we have a very diverse group of people within the AFC East. Bills fans, Dolphins fans, and Patriots fans. Should the Jets stick with Darnold since Lawrence is out of the question? What do you think? I'm very curious to see what they feel.
And me personally, Dan, with that is I don't think like the gap between Lawrence and Fields and Wilson is ridiculous. Like that's why Lawrence is like the guy. Like, you can't pass on him. But is Justin Fields worth someone to reboot the franchise with? Is Zach Wilson worth someone to reboot the franchise with? We already have a guy. And again, Sam Darnold is only 23 years old. He was the youngest quarterback to ever start week 1. Ever. Maybe he wasn't ready to start. I think he should have done the Patrick Mahomes route where he should have sat his rookie year because 21 years old started as a rookie and the youngest quarterback to ever start. He's still learning, and I don't know, Dan. Let's see. So we got the chat saying stick with Darnold. Yes, stick with Darnold. Yes, stick with Gase. I don't know about that.
You might not have much of a choice. You might have to stick with him.
Yeah,
if you can get a haul for that number 2 pick.
Exactly. I also think knowing
if
Joe
you
Douglas,
have the number. Listen, like I said, this completely can change next week.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the thing. First pick, Trevor Lawrence is the answer. Second pick, I'm with sticking with Sam because I really don't think the talent in the draft besides Lawrence is that much of a difference. And I honestly feel like Sam is a good quarterback. He just needs the proper system and around. And that's not making excuses for him. He needs to clean up a lot of things. I feel like like I said, his mentality is not there. He makes boneheaded decisions where he's throwing the ball where he shouldn't. And that's like mistakes you can clean up with proper coaching, which he doesn't have. So TD, what would you do if you're the Jets, if we have the second pick and you want to go off on the Jets winning a ball game?
So, this is a great question. But before I answer it, I wanted to recognize the channel, Richie, because 2 weeks ago, Dan Mitchell broke a record on his channel for viewers. Last week, I broke the record for viewers, and you have officially broke the record for viewers.
You just passed it.
687, and it's growing. It'll probably hit 700, bro.
Wow.
The AFC East Roundtable is doing big things, man, and it's a testament to all you guys except the Patriots. But anywho, let's get back to the Jets.
What? Wait, no. What did you say, T?
I'm just trolling you, man. I'm just trolling you. It's a testament of all of us guys, man, and the work that we put in. But let me get back on topic. I just had to make sure that we didn't miss that. But the Jets, man, that's loaded, Richie. First off, it was important for y'all to win that game. And let me tell you why. Your young players need to know what it feels like to win. The last thing you want, Richie, is what happened to the Dolphins last year, and one of your best, youngest rookies asked for a trade, and he wants out. Imagine Mekhi Becton saying, I want out. I don't want to be here. Trade me now. Imagine that happening, bro. So it happened to us with Mika Fitzpatrick. He went to Pittsburgh, been doing great things. You know, everybody knows that. So it's important for them to see what winning looks like and what it feels like. So I think that was important for the organization. And another good thing is those guys being up fighting to win is important as well. Remember, we went 0-15 and we won the last game of the season off of a slant pass. Greg Camarillo, like a 70-yard pass, slant, little 5-yard slant, took it to the house, and we won our one game. You don't want to go 0-16. But in regards to Sam Darnold, there's two ways you could look at this, bro. Number one, if I were the Jets, I would draft a quarterback anyway. First of all, you're still probably going to get Trevor Lawrence. But in the event that you don't, because of that W, you got to draft a quarterback anyway. You got to bring in a guy that's going to compete with Sam Darnold. That is the biggest issue that Miami has had for several years. They've never had competition at the quarterback position. It was always comfort, and everybody's fine with the guy that they had. So you rode with them. Imagine riding with Sam Darnold, and 7 years later, you find out he was never the answer. You see what I'm saying? And not saying that he isn't. He may be. But imagine going through that. You got to go get another quarterback now. It doesn't mean that new quarterback's going to start. They need Sam Darnold. The thing that he just may need is a threat. A threat that's literally there live in the flesh, and he has to be on his A game. You know, the only pressure he has right now is Adam Gase criticizing him, but telling him everything's okay at the same time, but he got to be better. You know, Adam Gase, he's infamous for that. He was never a quarterback guru. He lived off of Peyton Manning's stature, okay? Yeah, I think everybody's starting to see that now. But I honestly, if it wasn't me, I would move on from Sam Darnold because I think that he's already been tarnished too much in the organization. He needs a fresh start, a fresh look, a fresh opportunity. That's just my take on it. But if you were to keep Sam Darnold, that doesn't mean you keep rolling and draft. And that's another thing. If you kept Sam Darnold and you kept building that team, think about how far you guys are away from being contenders. If this is a rebuild, you got 2 years, right? What do you think is going to happen with Sam Darnold during those 2 years? As he struggles, people are still going to be infuriated because the roster's still not going to be where you all want it to be. So any mistake he makes gets amplified. Tua's making mistakes now, but our team is so good in times where we don't amplify it. But it's bad for Sam Darnold that if he's making the same mistakes that Tua makes now, I mean, he's not making many, but he's still making a few. They will be amplified, and that is not good for Darnold. You need to give that kid a fresh start. Go ahead and try to get you a second or third round pick for him and move on and start your future and let it build with the new team you're bringing in. Don't let him be the scapegoat 3 years from now and say, we built the team, now we got to get rid of him. Don't let that happen. If you care about Darnold, the best thing for him is to be let him go somewhere else and try to be a good quarterback somewhere. But that's my take.
Quarterback.
Absolutely.
Can I get Sam Darnold?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's going to be such a hard conversation and a really hard, even harder decision for Joe Douglas to make. Like, man, and if I am thinking of what Joe Douglas is thinking, and it's just because I kind of know his mindset and I obviously know everything about him as a GM. But my prediction is when he came to the Jets, he said that Sam Darnold was the reason he came here because he saw a guy that could potentially be or is going to be the franchise quarterback for the team. He also, this is pretty crazy because he has not lived up to the promise. Joe Douglas promised Sam Darnold's parents that he will do everything in his power to protect and surround Sam with weapons. Obviously, he did not live up to that this year. So knowing Joe Douglas's pride, I feel like he's going to look at Sam and be like, listen, man, I really messed up and I'm going to learn from my mistakes. I'm going to get rid of this head coach for sakes and bring in a real guy to coach you up. I'm going to surround you with talent and I'm going to give you your real shot because you have not had a real opportunity to show what you're worth in the NFL. I believe in you. And I feel like that's what his mindset's going to be. And I could be wrong. I could be the complete opposite, saying, all right, Douglas is like, all right, maybe Darnold isn't the guy. I got to move on. Maybe I should draft my own quarterback. But I feel like that's where Joe Douglas is. And knowing Joe Douglas as well, he's a guy that loves draft picks. And if somebody offers a haul for that second pick and it's like a bunch of draft picks, Joe Douglas is going to be all over it because, again, there is a lot of holes on this team outside of the quarterback position. Quarterback's not going to solve everything. Obviously, it is a huge need for every team. It's the most important position in all sports. But there's way more to the Jets' problems than the quarterback play, and that comes all the way from the top of the organization, from the owners, and to the coaches, obviously. We need a clean house. We need to bring in an entire new coaching staff and see what we can do with Sam Darnold and see if they can revive his career. I'm going to be rooting for him whether he's on the Jets or not next year. Hopefully it's not for New England because then I cannot root for him. But Sam –
You want me to answer this guy's question real quick? Just get it out the way.
Yeah, go for it.
I think Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be the Patriots quarterback next season. The 49ers are trying to get rid of his contract. They don't want him anymore. It's either going to be Jimmy Garoppolo or Matthew Stafford, and it's not going to be Carson Wentz because his contract is crazy, and Belichick doesn't like to pay players. He's not taking that contract, so Carson Wentz will not be coming to the Patriots unless he restructures it and requests a sign and trade. That's not happening. But I do believe Jimmy G is coming home, baby. He's coming home. As long as Cam Newton is no longer throwing a football for this football team, I will be burning his jersey live on camera once he's released. He's a disgrace of a quarterback, and he doesn't deserve to have a job in the NFL. That's all I got to say about that.
All righty. All right, so we are breaking at 740 people in the live stream right now. That is ridiculous. If you guys are not already, make sure you thumbs this video up if you enjoyed the AFC East Roundtable. And if you're not subscribed to each and every one of us, make sure you do so. I linked it down below in the description. Make sure you subscribe because, as you guys know, it is a rotation. It is not on this channel every week. So if you're not subscribed to all four of us, you're going to miss it out on 1 week. So, again, make sure you subscribe to all of them. And you better do that because we would appreciate it a ton. And again, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in to the AFC East Roundtable and tuning into my live streams. I'm just so grateful to be part of the AFC East Roundtable because it brought me so much more fans outside of Jets Nation. Obviously, Jets Nation is my number one, no matter what. But really seeing the support from the Dolphins, Patriots, and Bills fans, it really means a lot to me because you guys are coming into my streams for me, not because of the Jets. You guys say that you like me as a person and you respect my take on football, and it means a lot to me. So everybody in the chat, I see you guys. I really just want to give my thanks to you guys because it means a lot. So let's move on from the Jets, right? Because who wants to keep talking about them? We got Finn's Doc saying, Dan, the height of anxiety is coming for you. First week of the playoffs, no sleeping, no eating. So, yeah.
Irritability, excessive sweating.
Can I just want to say something.
I agree.
Just real quick.
I agree.
Dan, I think you will be hosting the roundtable, the wild card weekend. It's kind of funny how it went around to you, wild card weekend, which you will be in the playoffs playing. So subliminally, I will be rigging and cheating next season to make sure that the first playoff game will be on my channel.
Richie, give me the floor, Richie.
Hold on. Wait, Richie, never lose hope, bro. Miami tanked for Tua in 2019. We went 5-11. We still managed to draft the guy we were tanking for. So win one. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. I noticed your comment
with Trevor.
Yeah, you always show support. Why you mad, bro? Appreciate the support, man. Really do. TD, you want to talk?
Richie, man. Okay, first of all, Richie, you say everybody loves you until y'all start winning. Then you're going to feel the wrath, okay? So get that straight now.
True. You guys all love me because I suck, because my Jets suck. Is that why? Just wait till the Jets are good, and you might have a little different
they're going to have any and everything to say to you. I'm going to have everything to say to you. But I got to say this, Richie, okay?
I sure hope
because I'm not going to sit here and let Dan get away. I'm not going to let Dan get away with living in his delusionalism on this stream. This week, okay? First of all, I'm starting to realize that the Buffalo Bills still ain't played nobody. I gave them credit with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I gave them credit with the Pittsburgh. No, it's my turn. I gave them credit with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and those bums go rail off 3 losses because their secondary was beat up starting the same week that Buffalo played them. They always get the easy route. The same thing happened with us at the beginning of the season. They beat us because our secondary was beat up. But I'm here to tell y'all right now, when we take care of these Raiders this week, and when the round table is literally, hold on, let's back up for a second. It was me, then it was Richie. Next week, after we beat the Raiders, it's going to be Master at Works. And then it'll be Dan when we take them out. And I have the wheel be on the wild card, and I'll be gloating. So get it straight. Get your week straight. I'll be gloating about.
No, Dan is after me, bro. What are you talking about?
Exactly. Next week after we beat the Raiders is you. Then after we beat Buffalo, it's Dan. Going in the wild card, the result is us, and we're gonna be victorious. And y'all gonna see. And another thing, Dan talk about we focusing on the number 2 seed and all this stuff about, we worried about the Chiefs. Well, you sitting there overlooking everybody and skipping to the Chiefs? First of all, y'all still gotta to get the number 2 seed, y'all gotta beat us. And it ain't happening. And on top of that, I can name 3 teams right now that'll run through Buffalo in the playoffs. The Chiefs, the Tennessee Titans, and the Miami Dolphins. And you're going to find out the hard way, Dan, because you're going to have to show your face on TD Fans Talk right after we dog y'all wild card weekend. When y'all had a home field advantage and we're in the playoffs, we're going to go up there, smash y'all, and you're going to have to be on TD Fans Talk explaining what happened. And last thing I'm going to say, y'all won the regular season division, but if we beat y'all in the playoffs, we won the division. It's a wrap, baby. Your division title is nullified. If we beat y'all in the playoffs, the division title is gone, because the only reason you got the title anyway is because we were literally banged up the first 2 weeks of the season. The Patriots now, they got to feel the wrath of a healthy team. You up next. You got 2 weeks, man. You got 2 weeks. You won't notice, Dan. You won't notice.
All right, wait. All right, Dan, before I let you talk, I got some donations to get through, and then the floor is all yours. So Jake, I'm sorry, Jake, I missed your donation. If you want to say something, and I'll read it, but I missed your donation. You don't have to send in another one, but Jake, my apologies, I missed yours. And then we got another one from where is it? Wow, the live chat is live tonight, boys and girls. Okay, so much thanks to Master at Work. I really appreciate all you guys. Stay blessed, Dan, TD, Richie, and Master at Work. Have a Merry Christmas, guys. Also, go Bills. Thank you so much. Much love to the guys. It's all Fins. All right, so we got through the donations. Thank you guys so much for sending all in the donations. Means the world to me, means the world to all these guys, because you guys are the reason why we keep this up. Talk to them, TD. We got people hyping TD up, and I'm hyping up Dan Mitchell because he is about to blow up.
Richie. He's going to make excuses. They know the truth.
Yo, Richie, if you check the CUL, you would have to pay your right tackle as much as the lead left tackle because you're both good enough to be the tackle. I'm down to have 2 elite tackles that pay him top tier money. I am. All right, Dan, the floor is yours.
Got it. All right. So first off, rate with the initial take, right, that the Buffalo Bills have not beaten anybody, right? Okay, so the Buffalo Bills have the best record in the entire NFL against teams that are above 500. So we can go on ahead. We can throw that take out of the damn window. Out of the damn window, number one. Number two, okay, statistically, we have the 3rd hardest schedule in the entire NFL from the beginning, and we are 11-3. So that take, once again, absolutely bogus, right? Now, here's the deal, right? Now, listen, I do know that you're trying to sort of stir my pot a bit, and you're saying, hey, Dan, you should be nervous about the playoffs. And frankly, I am. I'm not going to lie to you, because we just so happen to be in a conference, in my opinion, which is significantly better than the NFC. The AFC is stacked. Let's be real. It is any given Sunday once it gets in to the playoffs moving forward. That's exactly why there's teams that I would much rather play than others moving into it. If I had an ideal matchup going into that first wild card weekend, I would want to play either the Colts or I would rather play the Browns. Believe it or not, TD, and surprisingly, you're probably going to love me for saying this, I do not want to play the Dolphins the first week in the playoffs. And I do not want to play the Baltimore Ravens. Those are two teams that I would like to avoid for the first week. The Titans, I have a feeling that they're not going to be like in the seeding that we would see them.
That's why. That's why. Okay. All right.
I don't think that we will see them based off of their seeding, but I do think that we will be able to beat Tennessee, say, for example, that we do face them during that first week. But more than likely, say that I were to like give a guess, I'm assuming that we are either going to be playing the Colts or the Baltimore Ravens for the first week. Would much rather play the Colts. I'll tell you that. Would much rather play the Colts than the Ravens moving forward. But here's a question, and I actually want to hear your take on this, TD. So your playoff situation, right? Mm-hmm. So if the Baltimore Ravens win out, then they are going to secure that 7th seed, and the Dolphins will miss. How?
No, that's not true. The master of works is the one spewing that lie.
I never said that, bro. I said if the Ravens went out and you lose one, the Ravens got the 7th seed.
Okay. If we went out, then we can be as high as 5 still.
Yeah, you went out, you make the playoffs. You need to.
So, what's your confidence level that the Dolphins will make the playoffs this year?
100%.
What's your confidence level?
90% confident. 90% confident.
Okay.
That's because the Raiders, that's a game that we should win if we do what we need to do. And when we play Buffalo, honestly, like I always say to you, that's it. That's all the marbles right there, bro. That's everything.
So to be honest with you, TD, and hey, TD, honestly, man, like say for example that we end up beating the Patriots on Monday night and we lock down the 2nd seed, you are not going to see our starters. And you're just going to be playing our backups. So, like, I mean, like, you have, like, a large possibility of being able to make the playoffs.
Hold on. So, are y'all guaranteed the 2nd seed over everybody as long as Pittsburgh doesn't get it? So, no other team is in contention for 2nd seed still?
Yeah, because right now, so, like, both us and Pittsburgh, we are 11-3, and we host the tiebreaker. So, say, for example, that we beat the Pats on Monday night, then we secure the 2nd seed, and you are most likely not going to see our starters on week 7.
Well, here's why I say that. You'll still have to play your starters because if Tennessee ends up 12-4, you got to play your starters so you don't get 4 losses. They got the head-to-head against y'all. They beat y'all.
Touche.
No, they didn't beat y'all. They destroyed y'all. I want to make sure we get that straight. So
they did? They fucked us up.
So y'all have a lot riding for number 2. It's not a guarantee. Y'all have to win out to get number 2. That's number 1. You have to because Tennessee's on the roll. But another thing, you gave everybody true lies and false facts a little bit ago. You said, oh, well, we have the best record for teams above 500. Because we're above 500 and you beat us when we were down. The Steelers are above 500 and you beat them when half their secondary was hurt. That's the only reason why. And then we had the hardest schedule, but yet we're 11-3. Why don't you tell everybody the 3 teams you lost to?
Why don't you tell everybody? We lost to the Chiefs, the Titans, and we lost on a miracle Hail Mary from the Arizona Cardinals.
I want to hear
miracle.
But at the end of the day, you lose to the contenders unless they beat up in their secondary. Like Pittsburgh and the Dolphins. But when we play y'all week 17, I hope y'all can win the 2nd seed because I want to strip that from y'all and show y'all, just like we just showed these Patriots, that it was a fluke the first game. You know you were playing a beat-up secondary early in the season, right? And since then, we've allowed the least amount of points in the entire NFL the rest of the season. This defense is legit. We take the ball away. We've taken the ball away more than any team in the NFL. I think we're 1 over Pittsburgh now. This defense is totally different. This ain't that Josh Allen's defense that's going to leave people wide open all day. We had to do that because y'all ripped up a rookie early in the season. This team is different, bro. And when y'all face us, y'all going to find out the hard way. And then we're going to talk about how elite Josh Allen is when he get picked off 3 times, just like Mahomes did.
I mean, 4-time AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And
I mean, it's hard to say that he's trash.
I wonder what games are
trash. Yo, listen, So Josh Allen's about to be on the cover of fucking Madden 22 next year. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Like, with the way that he's playing,
Madden curse.
Yeah, me,
I
Madden.
hope
Madden
not.
curse.
I hope not. And so I think Mahomes broke the Madden curse, but
He did because he won a Super Bowl.
he did break the Madden curse.
Did he pause?
And so
I gotta-
listen, and so I would go to war with Josh Allen. This guy fucks. Like, let's be honest with you. Like, I mean, he's going insane. Listen, we just broke the record for the most players on a single team to score a touchdown. 13 players in the entire NFL. The next closest is the Green Bay Packers, and they have 9. 13 players on the Buffalo Bills have scored a touchdown this year.
It's impressive.
Our offense is deep as fuck.
Trash.
All right, so we got a donation in
Man,
from
bro.
Wait. We gotta get to this. Master, this is a question for you. Master, what are the Jets rebuilding from? Because they haven't been good, and apparently the Dolphins aren't rebuilding from anything.
The Jets have actually won a playoff game before the Dolphins have. Dolphins haven't won a playoff game since Jay Fiedler in 2000.
There we go.
The Jets went to back-to-back AFC championship games, and the Bills just won a division. So out of all 3 of our teams on this roundtable, who has been the least successful? The Dolphins. End of story.
Good answer, Master.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
So we got into a
facts.
heated debate, and I just want to say something real quick. Again, we are over 800 people watching right now. We are at 820.
800? Damn.
A new record.
Damn.
This is
817, bro.
crazy.
821. Damn it, bro.
If you guys did not hit that thumbs up, make sure you do so, because we are going to continue this roundtable for as long as we live. And again, TD brought up a really good point, because it seems like you guys all love me. But when the Jets start winning, you might think a little differently. And let's hope that's next year. And maybe if you guys start not to like me anymore.
And so Richie is from New York. I guarantee you that he's like probably the most obnoxious person on earth. And once he has something that backs it up, he's just going to be the most hated person here.
My bad, I was getting a call. But that is true.
Hey, if y'all are just tuning in to the channel, because we got 800 and something people watching right now. If y'all just came in, when this stream is over, y'all gotta go back to the beginning when Master at Works drank his tuna fish and orange soda for losing the bet because the Miami Dolphins eliminated that fake dynasty out of playoff contention, and they are no more. So make sure y'all check that out.
Are you going to be wearing the
I'm
Bills
just saying,
shirt
check it out.
next week or when? When you going to pay your bet?
Yes, I will. You mind your own business, man. You just go fix
No, bro. I ain't minding my own business because we are the AFC's roundtable is an integrity of men, and we pay our bets, and we're still waiting on that.
I will be wearing my shirt next week, but you know what I realized, Master, it works. Patriots fans, they don't go fishing when they lose and their season's over. They go to Palm Beach to massage parlors. That's where they go. So y'all don't go fishing.
Yeah, we
man.
count
Y'all
our rings. You know what I'm saying? We watch DVDs of all our championships, and we just chill. We're chilling right now. Oh, and let me just remind everyone on the roundtable, everyone in the chat, the Bills won the division. TD, they won the division.
We gonna nullify all that crap. We gonna nullify all that crap when we beat them in the playoffs if they make it to the next round.
Oh, so Dan finally makes the playoffs. I made this banner for him earlier, and I'm going to give it to him again. Congratulations to Bills Mafia and Dan Mitchell on winning the AFC East. You guys are officially the first ones to dethrone the New England Patriots. Again, I'm upset.
And one more thing. I don't know. We need to come up with a belt. The winner of the division gets a championship belt for the whole year.
We do.
Kind of like fantasy football.
Yes,
Everybody, that is some good shit.
Next year.
That is some
We'll
good
start
shit.
that next year.
I'll be hosting up that belt in 2021, and I'll be loving it. And all of a sudden, everyone's gonna be hating on Richie, and I'm gonna be sitting at the top. Let me think about it. Let me be delusional for a second, guys. Sheesh. Everyone in the chat, like, you ain't wait till you're dead, Richie. Damn.
Richie, let me get this straight. So if you win the division, but you lose to a division opponent in the playoffs, do you retain the belt?
Well, the thing is, TD, that did not happen, and it will not happen. So
exactly,
I don't know what you're talking about. We're talking about
we're
now,
talking about what's going on right now. So,
TD,
by the way, we don't live in the
it.
past. We live in the present time. So in the present time, the Bills are the division championship.
Yes, exactly. We're living in the now, and then the facts of this moment is the Bills are the division champions. Okay. So enough of the hypothetical. Well, what if this? What if of that? Dan Mitchell and the Buffalo Bills. I hate the Bills with all my heart, but I love Dan Mitchell, and I love. You know what? I don't love Bills Mafia, but I love Bills fans. I don't know if that makes sense.
It's so really to college with fucking.
Yeah, I was about to say for those guys that don't know. So this is for all the Bills fans. You guys know Brockport. I went to college at Brockport, and I was surrounded by Bills fans there. So going into Brockport, did have nothing wrong with the Bills fans. I was like, yeah, they're just the Bills, like division rivalry. And then 4 years of being in college surrounded by Bills fans. Never started to hate the Bills fans more because they were on my ass the entire time. It was a love-hate relationship. But yeah, man, we are coming up with 5 minutes left in the stream, and we're capping at 800 people. Again, if you guys are new to the stream, make sure you thumbs it up and make sure you subscribe to each one of our channels. Before we end off this episode of AFC East Roundtable, let's go around and give a quick little brief prediction or a preview, rather, of the game this week for your guys' opponents. Starting with you, Master at Work.
I hope the Bills absolutely destroy us. Destroy us. We want to lose out. We're eliminated. We have nothing to gain. If Cam Newton is playing, which I don't think he should, but he might give us the best chance to lose, I hope he gets absolutely murdered. I don't want him to be the quarterback any longer. And if he has to go out there and throw 5 interceptions, I will be happy. I hope the Bills destroy us like they did what was the last team you guys played us? Whatever.
The Broncos?
55-0. 55-0.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dan, what's going on with the Bills this week?
So I did have us losing this game about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I think Belichick is not going to be the kind of coach that's going to go in there and let a 55-0 type game happen. But I do see the Bills still playing for something. I do see them wanting to make sure that they win as often as possible, especially since we still have something to play for, which is the highest seed possible within the playoffs. Really, what I want is just this team to come out healthy. There was rumors that Stephon Diggs ended up having a minor injury going into the game the last couple of minutes right of the Broncos game. If I was a gambling man, Stephon Diggs is not about to be playing next week. I think it's going to be John Brown and Cole Beasley, and I think it's going to be a lot closer than a lot of people think, and I'm fine. Say, for example, that we do lose this game, I am fine with it. And so to be completely honest with you, I just want to make sure that our team is as healthy as possible moving into the playoffs. That's it.
Is Gilmore hurt?
He's out for the season.
He's out for the season.
Oh, he's out
quad.
Yeah, so that's a big up. Another
right,
easy day for Josh Allen.
Who are the Fins versus this week?
We got the Raiders. We're on the road, short week. We're Saturday night, primetime game. The world will be watching. Y'all already know I'll be streaming live. So if we go down, everybody will be trolling us. But when we get that victory, they're going to disappear. Yeah, we know Master works. But it's a big game. I don't want it to be a trap game. It's a game that we definitely can win. And we're going to go in with that attitude. We're getting a little bit more healthy right now. Just a few little dings on the O-line, but they're starting to hold up, and our running game is starting to pick up a little better with guys that aren't even our starters. So we'll see what we get out of it. At the end of the day, we're looking for the W, and we're looking for our offense to pick up where they left off. It's starting to get better, man. It's starting to improve, but we need to put a whole game together. We got to stop putting half of games together. It was night and day 2 weeks in a row, half of the game. So this week we need to put a full game together. And once our offense gets rolling with our defense, it's going to be hard for us to be beat. So that's what I look forward to. Go Fins.
All righty. So to finish off the stream, I'll give you a brief little summary of the Jets-Browns game, I guess. The Jets are going to absolutely obliterate them. Sam Darnold has the best game of his career, and the Jets are going back-to-back. Let's go, Jets. Why not?
How ironic would it be, right, if the Jets lose and the Jaguars win, only to lose the next week to the Patriots and give the number 1 pick right back to the Jaguars?
I actually had that exact scenario planned out in my head. I'm like, watch that exact thing happen. And it's going to be a roller coaster ride for Jets fans the next couple of weeks. And you guys will see all my reaction here on my channel. But that does it for this episode of the AFC East Roundtable. We still have over 800 people in here, which is absolutely ridiculous. And we have 387 likes. Let's see if we can get this over 500 likes. Why not? There's 800 people in here.
500 likes. Smash that button.
Smash that like button. If
Drink that tuna fish and orange soda.
And again, for those of you guys that just joined, make sure you rewind this when it's done and watch Master at Work drink an orange soda tuna shake. And there he goes. He's finishing the rest of it. I'm getting queasy looking at him. But again, thank you guys so much. And that does it for this episode. Happy holidays and be safe this week. And again, happy holidays. Enjoy football. Let's go Jets. Let's go Knicks. Basketball season's here. And yeah. Let's go. I'll catch you guys.
Go Raiders. Go Raiders.
Hands up. Hands number one. You hater, master.